Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Val's Vibe. This is once again Valerie Saunders. Thanks again for tuning in to my other episodes. I really appreciate it. This was a concept that was rolling around in my brain for a while. Didn't know if it was something that was going to work, and I'm really glad that everybody has responded wonderfully and watched my prior episodes. Thanks to all of those folks who participated and contributed: Cheryl Braunschweiger, Paige Hernandez, Laura Brandeo. I'm sure I'll have a lot more great participants in the future, but wanted to do this one by myself. It is right before Christmas, and it's a time of reflection. And it's been a kind of a crazy year. Started off this year with my dad passing away. For those of you that aren't familiar, my mom has dementia, and so had to go through the whole process of putting her in an assisted living facility, which for anybody that has ever experienced something like that with a parent or family member, it can be extremely difficult and traumatizing to not only have a parent that really just doesn't know who you are anymore, but also that has a parent that is in a situation in an unfamiliar environment that can't really defend themselves. And my mom and dad, for those of you that don't know, I'm adopted. My parents adopted a little bit late in life. They weren't able to have children, and thank goodness they were able to adopt myself and my brother. But they were married for 67 years. When my dad passed away in February, my mom was in full-blown dementia. She did not really connect the dots. That was her husband. He was a guy that was living at home, living at her house in a room that she felt sorry for because he was going through a really traumatic experience. The last year of my dad's life, he was bedridden. My dad had prostate cancer. He also ultimately got lung cancer as well. That's between those combination of things is what ultimately led to his death. But he really didn't have much of an existence over the last year. And so when my dad did pass away in February, my mom still to this day has not acknowledged his death, does not really ask about him. She really is in a world of her own. We try to make the best of it. I do go and see her every single week, try to create an environment that is comfortable for her and that she can live out the last remaining days, weeks, months, years of her life, whatever that may wind up being. But it's been a very challenging year. But besides the less than positive aspects, I've had a lot of amazing things that have happened this past year. Of course, I was the president of the National Association of Mortgage Brokers, and in October transitioned to this new role, chief executive strategist. I was able to travel all across the country. I was able to meet a lot of really amazing people, visit a lot of different organizations, make connections with a lot of people in person at various conferences or events, and also on social media. Was able to connect with a lot of people that I probably would not have connected with if I hadn't really put myself out there and really decided to make the most of the opportunity that I was given. And we'll continue to do that. If anything of what has happened with my parents the last couple of years has taught me is that life is short. And if there's something that you want to do it. There is no greater time than this exact moment. And I want to encourage everybody here to do the same. As we move into 2025, of course, we don't know what that's going to look like, whether it's from a mortgage industry perspective, from a life perspective, from a world perspective. But make the most of what you what you can do. Don't let any opportunity go by the wayside. Everybody can do really whatever they want within their own circumstances and their own environment. And I really encourage everybody, if you want to start a podcast, if you want to have a greater presence on social media, if you want to travel, or if you want to become part of an association like the National Association of Mortgage Brokers, do it. Nothing is holding you back but yourself. And if I've learned anything over these last almost 365 days, It is to make the most of what you have available, to always strive for more. And there really is no limitation in what you can do. And that's the way that I intend to tackle 2025. There are no bounds. I'm going to make the most of every single thing that I have available, every opportunity. So if you have an event, you have a conference, you have something that you think I may be able to help you or participate in, or you think others may find value and you'd like to be a participant in this podcast, please reach out to me. I'm going to put all of my contact info here on the last slide before the end of this podcast. But I just want to say thank you. If I've talked to you, if I've communicated with you, if I've helped you, if I have done anything to make your life better in any way, shape, or form, thank you. I just really appreciate it. And I look forward to an amazing 2025. And I look forward to having an amazing 2025 with all of you. So thank you. And Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate at the end of this year. As I said, just thank you.